Sports Extra. I'm Justin Margolis, and I'm joined this week by our End Zone Team of the Week, the Motley County Matadors. They've started the season off 8-1 overall, and now we're going to talk to head coach Mike Bigham and a couple of the players up next. Coach, thanks again for coming into the studio today. 8-1 start for your team. You've been with this program for a while, been building them up. Now you got 3 straight winning seasons at this point. What's just led to this success from this group of kids?
You know, everything's led to our success. I feel like up to this year, just talking about this one group of kids that's come through, you know, we definitely, you know, put all of our stock in participating in all of our sports. So we don't have a lot of kids that just don't participate in stuff. So we all think at Motley County that success, you know, builds on success and everything that they do. So we do put a lot of stock in our track seasons, and I think that's another reason why we're always competitive in all of our sports, and here where we're at again today with football being as successful as it's been. So this is an exceptional group of boys. We feel like we've got the best kids in the state every year because they're there for us, and you know, it may be a simple thing to most people to hear this, but we don't miss practice, you know, and that's a big deal for us. And these guys they're bought into everything that we do, and we've been doing the same stuff for 20 years now. So.
This Paducah game, you guys down a few possessions, come back and win the game. What does that say about your team? You know,
I just think that they got a lot of grit in this group. A lot of kids play football. A lot of kids love to play football. But when you're passionate about it and you've got some grit and you got a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, you know, in the game, and you believe in your program, you believe in what you do. Just like the other night, you know, we didn't to get carried away with ourselves or in a hurry of any kind. Held our composure really well late in the ball game, got the stops that we needed to get late in the game, and punched it in the end zone. So I feel like in that ball game, you know, they had a lot of momentum early in the football game, and then when it switched, it was pretty late in the game, you know, and I think we just kind of wore on them late in the ball game and was able to get the stops we needed, and our kids stepped up and made some big plays for us.
You're heading into the last stretch of the regular season now. There's always stuff, though, that you want to improve on, especially with the postseason around the corner. What are those big things that you just want to see the improvement on?
You know, we definitely want to improve on just our speed of execution on offense. We talk about that all the time. Teams that are playing fast, those teams last. If you're not playing real fast and your execution's not at a high level, at any level that you play ball at, but especially ours, then you don't win those ball games. So and then we want our defensive, you know, our guys to be flying around the football, and we try to get as many of our boys as we can, you know, ready to play as multiple positions. Again this year, you know, we played that ball game the other night with Paducah and still had 3 starters out, and we're playing 2 freshmen and a sophomore out there on the field. I mean, we've got a young group out there, so we want everybody trained up and ready to play.
And then you have a matchup against McLean, obviously a team coming off of a win that they were very impressive in. What do you see from this team, and what's the challenge going to be like?
You know, huge ball game for us at Motley County, and we talked to the team about that before we came up here tonight and just visited. We're in the same position we were last year. You know, everybody's talking about, you know, you won a district championship and all this. That's not true. You know, we won a district game. And you know, we train our kids to realize that each ball game is the same importance in district. You have to win them all to be a district champion. So that's our mindset. That's what we want to focus on. McLean's got a very good football team, and we got to get back and get ready and prepare for them and get ready to make that a big ball game for us.
Coach, thanks so much for taking the time. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right, Paul. Well, obviously, End Zone Team of the Week is a great honor, but 8-1 season so far. This is obviously the group that you love doing things with on a weekly basis. What's made him so special?
I think that all the work we've put in through off season and through the season, all the grit, the sweat we've put in together, the chemistry we have, the program we have, it's all contributed. Makes it great.
Paducah, a great win. You guys, like I told Coach, hadn't really been battle tested yet, hadn't had to come from behind. To have that, to see that, to have the belief in yourself, what does that say about this team?
It just shows who we are. We practice all the time for this. We're ready.
Your offense has been so good. You play at a great pace. You've scored 45 or more points in every game this season. Just what leads to so many points being put on the board on a week-to-week basis?
Definitely just the work we put in together. We're prepared for this every week, and we know what we have to do to line up and execute. Physicality and execution is what Coach always says. That's what we do.
Coach was just talking about it there, and you guys seem this way because you were all nodding when he said it, but kind of turning the page quickly, knowing that you have a game in front of you. It's great that you got a close win in a big matchup, top 10 opponent that you played against, but you're ready to turn the page and move on to this next game now. What's the mentality from this team heading into the next week and into the postseason?
I think the mindset at the end of every week is to be 1-0. You enjoy the win while it lasts, but once the next week starts, you got to forget it. And you got to move on, and you got to win the next one.
This McLean team, coming off that win last week, it was impressive the way they played. What do you see from this team? What's it going to take for you guys to get a win?
I think it's going to take lining up and executing and doing what we're ready to do and doing what we're coached to do.
All right, Coulter. Defensively, you guys have been really good this season. What was the mindset? I know that Paducah had a good start to the game, but you guys in the fourth quarter, when it mattered most, continued to hold them off the scoreboard. What was the mindset? What were you guys talking about on the sidelines, just getting yourselves back into that ball game?
I think the mindset was mainly, we work all week and we practice their scheme. We just had to go out there and execute, and everybody out there knew that when it got big, it was time to roll.
Defensively, a game like that has to give you confidence, just the way you guys came through at the end of it. How much confidence does this give that group?
It gives us a lot of confidence, but at the end of the day, we realize we got to get better every week.
Individually on the defensive side, you got a lot of contributors, but what makes this group so good together chemistry-wise?
I mean, since we were just little kids, playing in the backyard, we were just always together. And, I know they have my back and I got theirs.
You guys obviously had a great postseason run last year, an 11-1 season, but I know you guys want more this year. What's it going to take from you guys just on a day-to-day basis to get to the point where you want to go, which is obviously competing for a championship at the end of the day?
Just let the program take action, come to practice every day, and get better.
McLean said to the other two, obviously coming off of a pretty solid win where they won convincingly, this is going to be a tough challenge for the defense. What's it going to take preparation-wise to get a win on Friday?
It's going to take some effort. We're going to have to come out and just push ourselves to be the defense I know we are.
The Motley County Matadors are this week's End Zone Team of the Week after an 8-1 start to the 2025 season. Up next, they travel to take on the McLean Tigers, with that game set for Friday night at 7 p.m. Stick around, we'll have more KCVD Sports Extra when we come back.